Friends, a special train was about to depart from Howrah Junction to Delhi. The platform was crowded with thousands of people, and among them sat a young woman. Suddenly, her ex-husband from 8 years ago spotted her. Curious, he moved closer, trying to see who her companion was now, where she was going, and with whom she was traveling. The train arrived. The woman, Pooja, started boarding the sleeper coach. Her ex-husband, Pradeep, had a ticket for the AC coach, but he followed her into the sleeper coach, wanting to spend the night's journey near her. He tried to sit on the same seat as Pooja, hoping to share this journey with her. Let me tell you, friends, this is a very touching and interesting story. But before we move ahead, I request you to like this video and subscribe to the channel to keep me motivated. Pooja and Pradeep had married 10 years ago, but just 2 years into their marriage, they got divorced. Both had their flaws, but the divorce was final. As the train started moving, Pooja settled into her seat in the sleeper coach, and Pradeep, despite having an AC ticket, entered the same coach, seeing her sitting alone and looking sad. He thought, it's been 8 years since I saw her. Maybe I should sit with her and talk for a while. Pooja sat by the window, and Pradeep stood nearby, watching to see if anyone would come to sit beside her. Whenever someone tried, Pooja would politely refuse, saying the seat was hers and she wasn't feeling well. Pradeep observed all this quietly. Eventually, Pradeep placed his bag in front of her. Pooja, stretching her legs, immediately said, "Why are you putting your bag here? This is my seat, please remove it." When Pradeep replied, "Madam, I'll get off in an hour or two. Please let me sit here until then," she was startled by his voice. She looked at him for a few seconds and recognized her ex-husband. She moved her legs and gestured for him to sit. Both had a storm of questions in their minds. Pradeep broke the silence. "Are you going to Delhi for treatment?" Pooja replied, "Why would I go for treatment? I'm fine." Pradeep said, "You told people you weren't well and needed to rest. You also look sad. What's wrong?" Pooja brushed it off. "There's nothing wrong. And even if there was, why would it matter to you?" Pradeep asked, "How long have you been living in Delhi?" Pooja replied, "I'm going for the first time." He kept looking at her, and she occasionally glanced at him while staring out the window. It was winter, and as the train moved, cold air swept through the coach. Passengers pulled out shawls and blankets. Pooja took out a woolen blanket from her bag, but Pradeep, used to AC coaches where everything is provided, had brought nothing. When he started shivering, Pooja asked, "Didn't you bring anything to cover yourself?" Pradeep replied, "No, I forgot." Pooja said, "You should have. You'll catch a cold." Soon, another passenger arrived to claim his seat. Pooja insisted the seat was hers, but Pradeep explained, "Half the seat is yours, half is his. At night, you can sleep on the whole seat, and he'll take the upper berth." Pooja understood and fell silent. As the night grew colder, Pooja shared her blanket with Pradeep, saying, "Cover yourself, or you'll fall sick." Pradeep joked, "I don't feel cold anymore. Once, during winter, you poured water on me during a fight over the blanket. Since then, I don't feel cold." Pooja laughed, realizing he was referring to their old days. When it was time to eat, Pooja offered him food. Pradeep said he hadn't brought anything and would buy something from the train vendors. Pooja teased, "You must have something hidden in your bag." Pradeep replied, "No, I've given up drinking and all that. It's been 4 years. Pooja was surprised. "Really? I can't believe it." Pradeep swore on his mother, "I really don't drink anymore." Pooja was genuinely happy. If only you had changed earlier, things would have been different. The main reason for their divorce was Pradeep's drinking habit. He never listened to anyone, not even his parents, and often fought with Pooja. Even his parents advised her to leave him. Though she loved him, she couldn't take it anymore and divorced him. Pooja asked about his family. Pradeep said his younger sister was married now, and he lived in Delhi with his parents, running a jeans factory. He hadn't remarried, as his reputation in the village was ruined. Pooja revealed she hadn't remarried either but was going to Delhi because her friend had arranged a march for her. Hearing this, Pradeep felt sad but tried to hide it. He said, "I don't trouble anyone now. I've changed. I work hard and take care of my parents." He hoped Pooja would say she wanted to come back, but she only wished him well and encouraged him to remarry. As the night deepened, Pooja offered him some of her food, and they shared a simple meal, reminiscing about old times. Later, a vendor came by selling biryani, and Pradeep bought 2 plates. They ate together, and the other passenger moved to the upper berth, leaving them alone. They tried to sleep, but both were lost in thought, Pooja thinking about how much Pradeep had changed, and Pradeep regretting losing such a beautiful wife because of his drinking. In the middle of the night, Pooja noticed Pradeep shivering and wrapped a muffler around his ears, telling him to sleep well. Morning came. They had tea and breakfast together. When the train reached New Delhi, they got off. Pradeep tried to return the muffler, but Pooja said, "Keep it. I made it for the one I'm going to marry, but you can have it. I'll make another." Pradeep tried to give her some money, but she refused, saying her friend was coming to pick her up. Just then, her friend Sarita arrived. Sarita asked if Pooja had any trouble during the journey. Pooja replied, "No, but you won't believe it, my ex-husband ended up on my seat. He's changed a lot, doesn't drink anymore. I felt sorry for him. He wanted to say something but couldn't." Sarita said, "Don't feel sorry for him. Now he'll realize what he lost. Come, let's meet the guy I've found for you." Sarita took Pooja to her room, while Pradeep went to his factory in Gandhinagar, where 30 to 40 people worked. The next day, Sarita, who also worked at his factory, told Pradeep, "Sir, the girl I told you about is here. Would you like to meet her?" Pradeep agreed, curious to see the girl Sarita had praised so much. Sarita brought Pooja into the office. Pradeep was shocked to see her. "You!" he exclaimed. Sarita confirmed, "Yes, sir, this is the girl." Pradeep turned to Sarita, "You said she was unmarried." Sarita replied, "She is unmarried, sir. You can ask her yourself." Pradeep laughed, "But she's my ex-wife." Sarita was stunned. She had told Pradeep that Pooja was unmarried and from a poor family, but now the truth was out. Pradeep turned to Pooja, "Look, Sarita is like an angel for us. She brought us together again. You can ask anyone here. I don't drink anymore, I work hard, and I take care of my parents. Please, give me another chance." Tears welled up in Pooja's eyes. She said, "I don't need to ask anyone. I trust you." She hugged him, and once again, their lives came together. That evening, Pradeep took Pooja home and introduced her to his parents. "Look, Mom and Dad, your daughter-in-law is back." His parents were overjoyed, blessing them both and thanking Sarita for reuniting their family. And so, friends, this is the true story of Pooja and Pradeep, a story of love, regret, and second chances. If you liked this story, please subscribe to the channel.